Hello everybody, Princess the Bear here. We're back at Universal Orlando because it's time for jazzy people, jazzy times, and jazzy vegan food at
Mardi Gras.
We have waited all year for this. Now it's time to go get some plant-based eats.
We got so many options, and we're gonna come back for some modifiable options that we'll get from the Universal Orlando Vegan Group.
Let's go grub. Well, not an actual one.
Should eat plants.
You heard the girl.
Take it right around the corner. Okay.
I would assume so, yes.
Pizza for the souvenir. Bear assured me we'd be going back to the vegan stand multiple times, so round one of the vegan stand is the samosas. I was playing it safe at first. I just want a little snacky snack with this sauce. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, yeah. These are probably one of the smallest samosas I've ever had, but they're packed full of flavor, and they're nice and spicy. If you don't like spicy food, ask for it without the sauce. The sauce is what gives it that nice little kick. I ate the whole thing. I usually just do one bite. I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 samosas. If this is setting the standard for everything that's at that vegan stand, then I'm gonna have a good food day today.
Like a good samosa, we will order these at basically any restaurant we've gone to that serves them. I love it in a nice little sauce. The princess says it's spicy, so you know that means I'm gonna dip. I want it covered. I want it dripping. I want to cry when I eat this. See the filling on it? Ooh! And that salsa has a kick. I give it like a, it's like one of those rising heats. Maybe like a 4, 5 out of 10. Back of the throat. Really starting to itch. Maybe some coughing you're gonna do, but these are super tasty. I agree with the princess. If you don't want the spice, skip the sauce, but these by themselves feel super tasty. I only wish they're a little bit thicker. It's definitely a tapas-sized portion, but it's a festival. That's what we come here for. 4 to 5 plus.
We have the Chana Masala. It's been a while since I've had a masala, but with chickpeas, I'm here for it. I love me some chickpeas. I love me some pickled onions. This basmati looks sus. It doesn't look like it's cooked very well. So I'm gonna put it on the pita first. Cheers. It's flavorful. It's like a masala. It's not spicy at all, so it's definitely palatable for anybody that does or does not like spice. It was kind of a little disappointing to me. I would have liked at least a small kick. The samosas were a lot spicier than this. I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5 masalas, and then let's try the side rice. It just doesn't look like the grains are full. It's probably not the right. I mean, it should be basmati. It smells like basmati. It's just not fully cooked. It's like partly boiled, I want to say. Like parboiled. Like you're one step away from fully cooking this rice. As a Persian, I am insulted by this rice. I have the rice a 1 out of 5 rice. It'd be better if I just ate uncooked rice. I think it's gonna bring the dish down. I'm gonna say this is a 2. This isn't worth my time. It's a nice idea, but it's just not executed well.
This is presented very beautifully. Got the flowers on top, looks like cilantro, the rice, the sort of heirloom tomatoes, and these pickled onions on the side. which I'm gonna avoid. It looks like a very well cooked masala with a healthy bit of pita bread. I can do with one more bit. Let's do princess style. Let's just try the masala first on the pita bread. It's a very commercial tasting masala. Like, I'm not Indian, but I don't taste the ancestors in that food. It's just not there for me. It's like, I wouldn't. On its own, the masala is 2 out of 5 for me. It's just not flavorful enough. It's Indian food, strong flavors, strong taste. I can do without the spice. I don't miss the spice, but the flavors are just not quite there for me. As for this rice, I've gotten very used to Persian cooking, and bad rice is a sin. That's not good. Not good at all. It's definitely undercooked. That. Another rule. If I didn't spit it out, the whole dish gets a 0. Skip that. It's like half the dish. And it's terrible. Maybe it'll improve as the festival goes on, but as it's right now, I'm not eating another bite of that. I need something to wash that down with. Looks to be the princess, even the princess abandoned this dish.
I'm just gonna eat the bread. It's really bad. I can't.
So we're gonna miss.
All right, masala. I don't have high hopes on this one, but it tastes like some weird spicy tomato soup. This masala is not. I'm afraid to try this rice, but I'm going to. Slightly better cooked than yesterday, but this dish overall is like a 2. 1.5 out of 5 cauliflower is my final answer because I'll eat the bread. The bread is good. The rest, eat the samosa. Just eat the samosa.
So Vindaloo. I'm quite worried about this dish after when we had the masala. I've never spit out rice in the history of this channel until yesterday. Here we have basically the same thing, but with sweet potatoes instead of chickpeas. Does not give me warm vibes on the inside. Let's get a scoop. That. We're even gonna take a scoop of the rice today, okay? We're gonna take a little bit of the pita. We're gonna scrape it on there, like you scrape your confidence to come here and eat this food.
It's a mimosa style.
And we're gonna take a bite.
It's different. Something about those.
The flavors overall feel more soaked in than they did with the chickpeas yesterday. I think the sweet potato kind of holds the flavoring a little bit better. Feels more on par with what I expect from food. Its cultural background. The rice is not as bad as it was yesterday, even though I'm still extremely bitter about that. And you guys know me. I'm going to hold a grudge about that for probably the next 2 or 3 years. Overall, the plate isn't bad. It's definitely better than what we had yesterday. So instead of the 1.5 the plate got yesterday, I'm going to give this one a 3. If you're going to do anything, get the Vindaloo. Maybe ask for no rice, though, huh?
All right, so we have a blondie.
I wasn't going to say anything.
It tastes very chai and spiced and delicious. I actually don't mind this dessert. I'll give it 4.5 out of 5 desserts. This is probably one of the best desserts I've had at Universal in a long time. Even though I miss the plant-based brownie for some weird reason. Maybe because it's always been here. It's good though.
Dad jokes. With the chai spice blondie, which is sort of like a brownie slash cookie. It's a sticky boy. Like the proper kind of sticky, not the other kind of sticky. This is still a family channel. Nice little icing on top. Some little green icing leaves. How bad can it be, right? That's quite good. Really good, actually. It's like one of those chewy breakfast bars, but like semi-sweet. Not overly sweet, but semi-sweet. For our desserts, I can do this. 4 out of 5 plus. Fair proofs.
The Johnny Sweet corn cake. This was not what I expected when I was looking at this vegan offering. I thought this was going to be corn with some jackfruit, not like a pancake. And then, of course, on the plate of the pumpkin guts from Halloween Horror Nights, which was like my favorite dish of all time. So if this one isn't as good as pumpkin guts, then I'm going to be sad that it brought nostalgia to my body. I'm just going to cut myself out this little like pie piece or pizza slice, however you want to put it. Okay. The corn cake is the pancake, which is interesting. It does give you that sweet corn taste, which I like. And then you've got like an avocado, a crema, a salsa, and a spicy jackfruit. This dish, I'm gonna say, is maybe like a 6 out of 10 on the heat scale. My mouth is on fire right now. 3 out of 5 jackfruits. It's good, but it's just a little too spicy. I think I would just eat it just like the potato cake by itself, but I'd rather have it like the little ball of sweet corn like I remember it from back home in California.
So, sweet corn cake, I was expecting like a medallion of like a corn cake. This is more like a corn pancake with this jackfruit on top.
Yes.
And then a little bit of avocado, and then like a wasabi looking aioli. Luckily it cuts pretty easy even with this little plastic fork here.
Yep, I remember that.
Let's give it a scoop. Nice flavor, but instantaneous spice, like mid-mouth. Probably like a 6 out of 10 on the heat scale, even for me. I'm burning a bit. Literally burning. Woo. I like the burn, but there's usually the worry that like anything like really spicy is gonna like overwhelm the taste. In this case, it's like there's much flavor to begin with, and then you have the spice. So I don't know how I feel about this one. Probably wouldn't get it again. It's a 2 out of 5 plus for me. Just not hitting on all cylinders for me.
I finished my plate and I started eating little pieces of it, and I learned that all the spices in the jackfruit. If you avoid the jackfruit and just eat the little corn pancake, you're golden. As soon as you eat that jackfruit, I'm crying now. My mouth is on fire. I'm dying and crying. We are Cajun twisted tatering it up. Glad to see the potato return. It's a soft corn chip. It's not spicy, but it's Cajun-y. I like it. I like how it's like evenly spiced too, the way they do it. Very good. 3 out of 5 potatoes.
It is not a festival at Universal Studios without a twisted tater. I feel like they have finally perfected the seasoning because unlike the twisted tater first twisted tater we got at Halloween Horror Nights, this is actually evenly seasoned and equally fried. See how Cajun this really is.
Such a bear.
I should Cajun you up for how terrible that it tastes. That's not Cajun seasoning. It's just like seasoned salt. 2 or 5 plus.
At least the vegan lines are always short. I'm grateful for that. Our additional option here is this yucca fry with this chimichurri. Chimichurri looks like it's swimming in oil, so I'm just gonna opt out of the chimichurri. Bear can have that. I'm just gonna do the yucca fry by itself. You got 4 yucca. It just tastes like a yucca fry, which I'm not mad at. I rather enjoy, but this is something I could get at Disney or here or whatever, and it's interchangeable. It's consistent. 2.5 out of 5 yucca.
We're getting to the point where yucca fries is about to make it on my list of many, many weaknesses. But yucca with chimichurri, you have my attention. Ooh. It adds in some nice flavor. And pairs well with the yucca, better than I thought it would. It was a bigger portion, just make a good snack. For 4 yucca fries, 3 out of 5 plus. So we had some good drinks, we got some good beads, and that's Mardi Gras drinks for Universal Studios 2022.
Cheers to Mardi Gras.
Yes, we had a great time. Nobody throws an East Coast Mardi Gras party like Universal throws an East Coast Mardi Gras party. Drinks were a lot better this year. They were well, they're not exactly East Coast. They're Gulf Coast.
Southern.
Gulf Coast.
The South.
You guys decide. Either way, drinks were stronger this year. The food was better this year. And I definitely think if you get the chance, you should definitely come out. I want to know what was your favorite drink or what do you want to see more of. Hit us up in the comments. If there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that's also going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And like this video. And if you don't comment, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that our content is not good enough for a comment. You should comment because we read all of our comments.
All of them. You heard the girl.
Bye.